and the content that it highlights has been swirling around my own life for many years. In fact, I can trace remnants of the story to when I was a student at Warwick High School, home of the Warwick Warriors. It was common to see someone from the student body adorn himself or herself in a makeshift headdress, faux leather outfit with fringe tassels, and powwow his or her way up and down the sidelines at home football games on a Friday night. In all honesty, when one bold senior wrote a letter to the editor in the Lidditz Record-Express about the indecency of using a Native American as our school mascot, I'm ashamed to say I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. But this has always been the narrative, and that's one that Tommy Orange brings to light in his contemporary novel, There, published in 2018. This is a multi-generational novel, a masterpiece that weaves together the tales of 12 characters, all on their way to the big Oakland powwow. The fragmented tales highlight the history of addiction, abuse, loss, and despair that have become synonymous with the urban Native American. Among these characters, we have Jackie Redfeather, who is newly sober. We have Dean Oxendine, who is pulling his own life together and coming to work at the powwow in honor of his recently deceased uncle. There's Opal Viola Victoria Bearshield, who watches her nephew teach himself the traditional Indian dance through YouTube videos, dances that he hopes to perform at the powwow himself for the very first time. Each story is haunting. Each is informative, but each also feels oddly familiar. All the stories are inextricably bound together in a way that will leave you shocked by the novel's resolution. I cannot tell you how much the story moved me, and Orange's writing not only elevates the content, but it is a beautiful demonstration of craft and skill, something that is impressive for his literary debut. And so I want to leave you with an image that Orange opens his novel with. This image appeared on American television screens since 1939 through the 70s. After all the television programming had run out, this was what came on the screen. Orange writes that it looks oddly like a bullseye, and that if you would just tilt the rifle up a little bit, the Native American would be right in the middle. And this, Orange writes, was just a test. I invite you to check out Orange's work. I promise you won't be disappointed, and I would love to talk to you about it when you're done.